with just a quick rip. Free Rainman. Always free Rainman. Support your local Salem. Red and white. Let's fucking go. Bring this fucker up. Just a quick rip, man. It's maybe 15 minutes round trip. "15 minutes round trip if the gods allow it. If not, then I deal with my consequences like a fucking man." Let this guy flip, but it's so hard to get this guy pinned into position. I've only rocked this helmet maybe 8 other times. Here we go. I like this guy nice and tight. Nice and tight. I don't know if you heard that, but nice and tight. Yeah, man. May the gods be on my side. As I take this little excursion. May the gods be on my side. Purdue, baby. Purdue. Can you even see that? Purdue. First chapter of the red and white in America. Let's go. fucking gorgeous. I just hope my bike fits this light. If it doesn't, I'll be sitting here for a minute. I don't want to be sitting here for a minute. May just keep off up and shoot around. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep off up. Goddamn light. Alright, probably gonna leave the phone on here. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'm trying to be as quick as I possibly can. This fucker. Yeah, I'm gonna keep helmet on. Keep helmet on, running the store real quick. Looks like a fucking bunny type of shit. You'll understand why later. I'm breaking down for you. But, as of right now, I'm not at liberty, kid. It's not at liberty. Liberty to die for. What's up, Bill? Yeah. I'm 6'7".
Here's a bag.
Yeah, a small one. Thanks, bro. So one nice thing about this cut, I'll kill a deep pocket. Get the line. I'm gonna have to show that just briefly. I mean, yeah, I could probably throw it in the saddlebags, but it's a lot easier just to go inside of here. You know what I mean? Huge pocket, zips up, buttons up, and and then I'm good to go with the rest of this guy. I replaced a bunch of snaps on here, which I'm glad I did. Now I'm down to like, I think here is busted, but it's gravy. I can fix that. That's no big deal. No big deal, man. Looks like a funny. How's that look like a funny? Quick. Quick. Here we go. Fucking go. What do we got time to be? Let's go. So this guy's locked on. Lovely. Oh, I didn't even adjust that, did I? brakes work pretty good. Oh, I almost slid that tire. My sneakers are so slippy inside of here. What the hell, man? Almost only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes, my old man used to say. Fuck all that almost bullshit, right? Almost only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes. Oh, I almost died. Yeah, but you didn't. Oh, I almost lost my wallet. Yeah, but you didn't. See how almost works? Almost only works for fucking pussies, dude. I don't raise no fucking punk. Can't see me, but I'm throwing my arms up. Alright, well, that's what I needed. I needed just a quick rip in the wind. It was something I was contemplating. And I'm glad I didn't, for the simple fact that I'll explain this later. I really can't go into detail. No matter how much I want to get off my chest, I fucking can't. But what I do want to say is free Rainman all fucking day, dude. Free Rainman all day. Freedom Reigns. If you're not familiar with Freedom Reigns, go look at the website. Excuse me. If you're not familiar with Freedom Reigns, go look up the website. It will give you a breakdown of what a good dude, like an honest to God good dude. He's not a bully. He's not a menace. He's not he's not out there just fucking guys up and, expecting, not to get hemmed up. Like, he's a good dude. He's a fucking solid dude. So go check out Freedom Reigns. That will literally give you the breakdown of, his name's Chris, of Chris's case, aka Rainman. He's a red and white member out of Salem. Just top shelf guy, man. Fucking top shelf guy. And it's really unfortunate. It's really a shame how. And it's one of those things that it's like, if the government can do that, and, unfortunately, motorcycle clubs fall under the RICO Act, because that's the way the dirty government decided to attack MCs. So they first went after La Cosa Nostra, right? And then they said, oh boy, that's too easy. What other organizations have branches and, members that we can attack like that? Fucking MCs, man, motorcycle clubs. So they decided to go after every MC, but primarily, the one I stay loyal to is red and white, and that says support Salem 81. But yeah, man, all about that. All about the love, man. It's all about love. These are just different runs I've been to. These are a bunch of Laconias, and in between here I needed to add a whole bunch more. I think here I ended with 14. There's more. I got a stack down there, but man, go look. Freedom Reigns. I believe it's literally www.freedomreigns.com. But go look up Freedom Reigns. Freedom Reigns, REIGNS, and you'll see how bad Rainman got fucked up by really dumb shit. I don't want to tell you details. For me, it's none of my, I can't speak. I'm just a supporter, man. I can't speak on behalf of club business. It's not my business. I'm not a part of that club. I'm just a supporter. But, man, it's common knowledge if you want to go read it. It's just so fucking sad, dude. I'm gonna let the boy down here for a little while. It's just so sad how some tattoos and a couple pieces of flash on his cut. This would be a cut, a leather cut off, right? That's how they got the name cut back in the day. And I don't have anything flashy on mine besides the bottom. Is just says Harley, man. It's the only thing on the bottom of my cut. It just says Harley Davidson. It's like I said, I'm not a member. I'm just a supporter, dude. I got the old school fire and shield. And I hand stitched that on myself, so it may or may not be square. It may or may not be sewn on there correctly. But let me go get the dog. I will be right back. One person I have. Don't stay. It's gonna take me 20 seconds to go grab the boy, but he hates he hates running around upstairs knowing that I'm down here. He runs from window to window, and I just feel terrible. So gotta go get my boy. I treat my dog like my best friend. That's not boys. Oh, that's the boys right here. Oh, Frank, you missed this. I don't know if you're in frame, but you should be, because you're the best boy in the world. Come over here. Get the boys. Right here. Right here. Yep. Yep. Thank you. That's the boy, and he is absolutely the best. Thank you. Other one? Oh, good. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, babies. Oh, thank you, misters. You're just the best.
Oh, I love you to pieces. So that's what it is, man. That is what it is. I just had to get this chirp out of my system. Yes, that says support your local. I had to go on this rip, dude. I had no choice. I had to go rip the bike. I am rocking a Shoei, and this really, honestly, does help even at fairly low speeds. I don't have mad stickers on here. I kept it pretty simple. That's what it is. This is it's an upright rider's full face. It took me the longest time in the world to actually want to strap on a full face helmet, because I've always liked either the German Nazi jobs or just a very small skull cap. And then just recently, a couple of years ago, they started doing this, so you have to have two straps. I always just had one strap. I never had the two, but DOT, you have to have a DOT compliant brain bucket. But DOT started making it, hey man, you gotta wear one of these, otherwise you're gonna get fucked up. And DOT, for those that don't know, is Department of Transportation. So yeah, they started making it fucking, making people ride dirty and illegal that aren't wearing a brain bucket that doesn't have, and it looks like this. No, it looks like this, excuse me. So it comes down on you, behind your ear, in front of your ear, and then imagine this is the cutoff, and that's your strap under your chin. So it was always just one strap for the longest time. And then they started doing this, just like I said, just years ago. But the reason I chose this helmet is because it's an upright rider's helmet, meaning it's not a rice rocket helmet that when you're catching air, it's just ergonomically correct to ride the bike. And I'll do a quick walk around in a second of my sled. But if you don't know, rice rockets ride like this, right? So So they have the head down, they're on the tank, one of those things. This is an upright rider, so you literally ergonomically catch air. And there's a vent here. Let's try to do this. Should have it up, but there's a vent there that goes, and it's 2 channels across the top. Then there's 2 more here, and this is called the Shoei Quest, and this is in matte black. I have these guys open too, so just on a hot fucking 95-degree day, wherever you are, California to Boston, you know, you're catching air. And this one, the one in the jaw, is hitting your lower face. This one up here gives there's I think 4 ports or 6 ports that go like this across the dots of your head. They go bing, 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 and they give you a nice breeze here. And then these guys allow air in for the back of your head. So no matter how cramped you think a full face looks, you can always find one to cater you. And that's why I like the Shoei Quest. It's an upright rider. It works for me. It's clean. I like the matte look. Matte works for me, man. It's just, yeah, dude, it works. So this boy's just chilling like a villain. Chilling like an absolute gentleman. Now that I shaved my noggin, which I always try to keep it about this tight to the wood, I had to click up my, and the reason why I like snapback caps is so I can wear them here on my hip and while I'm riding, right? If I had a what do you call it? Help me, buddy. If I had a fitted cap, I couldn't do that. If I had a fitted cap, I'd have to either tuck it in here, which works really well, down your side. Then you get a bulge in your t-shirt, or, you know, if you're lucky enough to have saddlebags like I do, just throw it in the saddlebag. So, that being said, man, I had to go out, I had to get in the wind. Just briefly, it's a fucking Monday. It's an absolute manic Monday, but let me do a quick walk around. That's a good boy, Smith. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy, pal. Reverse again. Yeah, this guy's squeezed pretty damn tight. Might be able to back it off just a hair off of that. As long as it walks in this nice and tight. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I can work with that. Alright, so pardon me. I've got Sadams, Kruesi Original. My boy, of course. Mr. Badass. Did the babies? Are you just the babies? Oh, he took the babies. Oh, he took the babies. He's the best kid in the world. Really is, next to my boy. So there's 2 things on here you can absolutely give me shit on. One of them is my broke dick fucking front blanker mount. My front fender. A guy got in an accident right before I picked it up. Like literally a week or 2 before I picked it up. I think it was less than a week. So I have a smoked out Harley clamshell fairing on there. Nice mag wheels. Those are the dual 5 spokes. And they're just clean as fuck. Big ones out of the way. It is. This is another reason why I wanted to go with it, because I just threw yesterday the Kruesi Originals. Gorgeous, may I say. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunner, kid. It's a fucking stunner. Tell me that is not a stunner. Man, that is just an absolute stunner. So Cruisy Original hooked me up with the area cleaner cover, and yeah, I've done a couple things to this bike since I got it. Probably had it less than a month, but I got it pretty dialed the way she is right now. So if you're interested in what type of Harley Dyna it is, all you gotta do is, anywhere I shoot the camera, he's like, what is it? Is it something I should be looking at? This kid loves shadows, and he just goes nuts, because I have my headlamp out at night, so I don't have to walk around, throw every light on the fucking house on. At any rate, I picked this, pardon me, I picked this baddie up from Cruisy Originals, and it's just fucking dope. Dude, I love, look at the bling off of that, like you're shitting me, right? You're shitting me? That thing blings like a fucking rock star, kid. That just goes hard. That just goes hard, no matter what angle you look at. You got the jugs, and you got the louvers inside of the cleaner, and this kid's like, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? So when we first got her, she had forward controls. Brought her back to mid controls. She is a Dyna, and she's a pretty smooth looking Dyna for being 19 years old. Let's see if I can do this without showing my plate. I'd rather not show my plate besides just maybe that. That's all they can do. But puppies. Like legit, he's looking like, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Fucking nubbies on the tires, man. Bike's 19 years old, and I'm just absolutely blessed to have her because she's clean, she's tough. It is an FXD CI, which is an FXD is a Dyna, and then the CI means fuel injected. Like I said, I had forward controls. I brought everything back instead of being way out here. I wanted to be here because being way out here is fucking lame. I don't want to ride stretched like an asshole. I want to ride with my feet under me like a jockey, right? Because that's just the right way to ride. Picked up Green Brothers design linkage. The linkage is fucking spot on with the proper. It actually rotates like, you know, Heim joints are supposed to. Bike's just fucking clean, man. Just clean. You see just about every part of her. And I don't mind the bags. I've never been a fan of saddlebags, but I do not mind the bags on this. So I have blinkers ready for her. As you can see, I got a Down syndrome eye here and a straight up eye here. So when you look at her, she's like a bit wonky. Bit wonky from the front, but I grabbed, I believe from Custom Dynamics, a nice little blinker mount here that goes on the Acon from the mirrors, and it's literally that big. I just hate electrical, so the shit I put on here, shit I can do on my own, but I am not a fan of electrical and tying stuff in. It's just not my cup of tea, so I asked my homeboy to swing by and said, hey, can you help me out with this electrical, please? Because man, it's not my thing. I just don't like it. I can do just about anything else on this bike. Motor mounts, forward control, swap them back to mids, quickly replace a battery, dumb shit. When it gets into like the trans, clutch I can fuck with, but when it gets into the trans and like, lifters and rockers and pistons and, top end, that's kind of not my expertise. I'm a kind of a low level wrench. Let's just say a garage wrench. I am not a proper wrench. I didn't go to school for it. I went to school to learn how to become a carpenter. I did do some engine mechanics back in the day when I first started. And that was cool because I was working on cars and trucks and I had a contract with the city. So that was fun. That was something that I fucked with. Once again, I was 17 years old. And, I don't know about you, but, when you're 17, you kind of you're kind of figuring out who you are, and you want to be successful, at least as a man. You want to be successful. You want to bring home the dough. My life, like, no, not really. I'd rather be a fucking tattooist. So I got into tattooing. And tattooing, I got into carpentry. That was when I was about 17. I didn't take tattooing seriously until about 5 or 6 years later. But carpentry all day was something that I'm versed in. And my pa always said, old World War II vet, he said, don't get a job, get a trade. And I love that. That stuck with me for, the rest of my life. So, and he's, dead and gone. He was born in 1921. So, with that being said, I just thought that was cool that, don't get a job, get a trade, do something that will last you a lifetime rather than, something that will just get you by. Like if you're a cashier and next thing you know, everything's, fucking automated like Bitcoin and shit. Like, hey, there goes your job. And without getting into fucking dumb shit. Had to go for this rip. Absolutely had to just get it off my chest, man. It's a Monday. I haven't ripped the bike in fucking 3 days. Just makes my day. Makes my day. The only thing that separates this bike from the top of the line is about fucking 1.5 to 2 inches. That's the only thing. It's the same exact frame. Same exact everything. It's a fucking Super Glide FXD CI. The thing legit has. Let me try to get my helmet out of here. Show you how many miles this bad Larry. Fucking did it again. Just cover the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna go close to the workbench. It absolutely. That's like no man's land right there. So the only thing that separates my Super Glide is the front end. That's it. That's it. It has a 2-over and an adjustable front end. So it should come up to here to like a point and you can adjust it. Sorry, Bill, I wasn't talking to you. So, yeah, man, that's my FXD, it's my FXDCI. That's my Super Glide custom. And, man, do I just love absolutely everything about her. Everything. She is super, super clean. And, that's what I was going to do. I was going to crank the key on. And I went to go put my helmet down, and I said, oh, shit. The screen blanked out twice. This brake line is very tricky to work around. The reason why I love the Super Glides is because they have the ignition back here. Man, that makes it butter. Having this ignition in the neck is a royal pain in the dick. So let me do this. 9,090 miles. And not to get it twisted, you can see it says MI. That's my A trip, 22 miles. That's how many miles I put on the bike since I got it. Clearly it's not much, and that's my B I haven't cleared yet, but yep, 90, so 9,090 miles on this 2006 FXD CI. This bike is just fucking clean, dude. If I can say clean, this bike is ridiculously clean. She is just, I don't just mean like clean that way. I mean the blonde block, clean. Like whoever had this bike, not the dude that I bought it from, but before him, dude told me, and that's what I'm really concerned about, is all in there with my cases meet. And I know you can see that line, but the dude that, not I bought it from, but the dude he bought it from was a wrench. And I'm so glad this fella took care of his bike, because now I have it. For whatever reasons, he had to part with it, and, I'm just glad I picked it up, but, man, she is freaking clean. Like, dumb clean. And I'm just blessed. Absolutely blessed, kid. I have one of the the doper. Let's see if I can do this just to get my fucking plate out of the way. Here we are. I don't have to worry about covering my fucking plate up every time I walk by. This is one of my favorite views. Is just the nub still on the tire, man. She is just like dumb clean. But yeah, one of the nicer, and she's absolutely just chrome, black, silver pinstripe, right? Red outline. That's why I went red pegs. But dude, just fucking clean, raw. A lot of people call this block blonde. It is blonde. It is an absolute blonde block. But to match it with raw material, meaning, you know, raw front brake, all chromed out primary, you know, chromed out shifter. I have a beautiful chromed out shifter knob on its way that it was included in, what do you call these guys? Top shock mount sliders. So if the bike happens to go down in the rear, well, go down period. But the front, I got it covered with the crash bar, right? If it goes down in the rear, the only thing that's going to protect it are the bags. The bags aren't fucking saving shit. So these shock sliders are what's going to save it in the rear. Excuse me, mister. I almost stepped on you. But yeah, one of the cleaner super glides that's 19 years old that I've seen yet. And at least here on the East Coast and online. So I'm just absolutely fucking stoked, dude. That thing just glistens. Kruesioriginals absolutely came through like fucking rock stars. Love the billet. Love the brushed aluminum on top of the billet. They just did a fantastic job because it literally just ties this whole fucking motor together. You know, people say engine or motorcycle, it fucks me up because it's not an engine cycle. It's a motorcycle. This isn't an engine. This has an engine. This has a fucking motor. Like, she's just clean. That clamshell looks hard. The only thing that makes it look like a derp is this fucker, because the dude that I bought it from didn't know how to fucking ride, and that's unfortunate. So I'm glad I copped her when I did, man, because forward controls absolutely suck on Dynas. You want to be right here. You don't want the bike under you and just rock the fuck out. But yeah, there's a couple of things I still want to do. I want to do a nice front end. These front forks, when he happened to get in this little fender bender, I don't know how well you can see this. Oh yeah, it's picking up like a fucking football during Super Bowl. But he wound up crushing. This has this blinker mount, which is fixed here, which is actually part of the bottom triple tree. So top triple tree, bottom triple tree. That's where the you can see on the bottom of this tree. That's where the blinker mounts sit. Dude just crushed it. It snapped right there. Bink. And he didn't hit it on impact because I figured this out. If you can tell, excuse me, buddy. If you can tell where the rear fender is sitting on the top, almost sitting on the tire back here, you can see that just from impact here, tweaked the whole fender down, and then just from him impacting off the tire, I think he hit a car. He hit a SUV or a car, but it literally just brought my front forks from a nice 29-degree rake or a 26-degree rake to like a fucking 18-degree rake. But I don't know if you're picking that up, but I certainly can see that the forks come down nicely here and then just take an abrupt. But yeah, dude crunched the forks hard, like hard. But besides that, man, she's clean. That's why I picked her up at the pretty penny that I did. She's fucking clean. 9,000 miles on a 19-year-old bike. Forget it, man. Like, she is just clean as a whistle. And I just love the dash on a Super Glide too. I don't like the big double stack gauges. The two Mickey Mouse, the Tack and the Speedo look kind of dope here inside the fairing, but I don't like what the Dyna Late and the Street Bob and the Fat Bob have here. Like the tank just looks whack with the console. This console looks about as fucking clean as you can get, man. So, for me, this is my absolute dream bike, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. That being said, we're getting ready to wrap this up, man. He's chewing away on his paws, so that means it's time to go in. I just want to do a quick review because I'm crazy proud of kruesioriginals for blessing me the way they did. Like, they just did a fantastic job with all their everything they do, from them pushing Green Brothers design linkage, which absolutely hooked me up. So I don't have that wax stock linkage on here anymore. And since it's a black and you can either say raw or blonde bike, I wanted to go with, raw hardware with a black center. And this guy was actually super fun to put on. It's a lot easier than they think. You have to have it actuated just right, but besides that, fucking good to go. And then, of course, their tolerances are just ridiculous. When I slapped that on the existing, well, I got a new air cleaner, but luckily I didn't have, so when I got this, I had the football air cleaner, right? I had the old school stupid that it said, Super Glide Custom, blah, 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 the stock bullshit. Well, since I was blessed, dude I got this from, the cat before him had put an aftermarket Screaming Eagle, I guess it was stage 1, because he put the Screaming Eagle 2 pipe on there, so hopefully that's coming in. Not sure, but it says Screaming Eagle 2. So we put Screaming Eagle pipe on, which is, if I'm not mistaken, a stage 1. And then the aftermarket air cleaner. So when I pulled that stupid football off, this is what was here. Well, not this one, but, a shit one. It was fucking destroyed. So I threw just this quick guy on, which was cheap, super short money. Don't mind that it's blue, just for the simple fact that, it's not a K&N, reusable or rewashable air filter, but for the meantime, it fits a purpose, man. I don't give a flying fuck. I can get a red K&N if I want to, because they look sick, but it's not about looks, it's about functionality, right? But what I'm trying to say is the tolerance that kruesioriginal just, their milling shop is just fucking second to none, dude. They did a fantastic job. As soon as I popped this on, I barely needed the ARP hardware that they supplied, just for the simple fact they did such a fantastic job with the tolerances, which I believe it was 5.5, maybe it was 5 3/4, not sure, but at any rate. So this fits Allen Nest cleaners, Screaming Eagle kit, and the one that kruesioriginal supplies. But, oh man, I literally fucking had dreams about slapping this air cleaner on, and finally, as of 2 days ago, we got blessed with this guy, and it's not to break the bank. Like, it's not gonna set you back more than, I think it was $180, to be honest. But it is just so clean, and to put it on a blonde block, forget it, dude. It looks from every angle an absolute showstopper. So, yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I had to go out and rip the bike tonight as late as I did. And I took it out at like 9. Normally I don't do that. It's just late. I don't want to disrupt the neighbors, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to rip a Harley. It's fairly loud outside of your block at night, not unless you're a dirtbag. And I try not to be a dirtbag. I am kind of, but, I try not to be. So I rip out of the neighborhood really quietly and carefully. At any rate, Cruisy Originals just knocked this out of the fucking park. So that's called the Stunt Bunny. If you haven't checked out Cruisy Originals, absolutely go check them out, man. They are top shelf. They, do absolutely everything. They have dope crash bars, which I'd love to replace one day, and get rid of these big fucking cow catches. They got killer slap packs. They got great, morale patches. The hard parts are second to none. Never mind all the cool slaps, and of course I had to throw a swing arm slap on. But oh man, Cruisy Originals just, I can't say enough good shit. They were just in Sturgis. Of course they hit Sturgis because they're one of the, big bike builders out in Arizona. But fucking Ryan Cruzy, the owner of the company, took quite a whack, man. He was ripping his nightster, and it just, I think Trent, his partner, said it best. Trick Bike Trent. He said it looked like somebody went, let me see if I can do it here. Probably not going to be able to balance this. So imagine you stunt riding, you're just, drifting, ripping around side to side. He said it looked like somebody went and whipped him. So imagine your legs and then your head hitting the concrete. Thank God he had a fucking brain bucket on, because he absolutely, he hit the back of his head like you wouldn't fucking believe. Never mind the simple fact that this dude's been riding and stunting for probably 20 years plus, I think he said. He has fused neck bone, his leg, his back, the whole nine. But he has fucking rods in his neck. It honestly scared me once I saw him make connection with the concrete like that. It, what do they call it? The Thunderdome. That's where he was. But I was like, I watched a video, I'm like, damn, dude. Oh my God, they're gonna have to cart him out of there in a fucking ambulance. But sure, CT scan. And man, he was all right. I don't know how. The fact that I've lived on both coasts. Kids out west have to, at least when I came up in the early 90s, when I was a teen, you had to go through a lot more shit earlier than I think a lot of people. Everything kicked off on the West Coast first. That's just how it was. And then it fled across the country. Whether it's music or, style, like clothing styles, or, fashion and all that shit. But man, what a fucking tough kid. What a tough kid. He's built like a brick shit house too. Kid got muscles on top of muscles. At any rate, I'm just glad he's fucking good, man. Guy has his fucking neck fused in fucking 3 or 4 different places. And he took that fucking halibut, bang, like a champ. So, all respect to Ryan Cruzy, man. That motherfucker is built out of bubblegum and fucking duct tape. So, I'm just glad that, he's able to keep bouncing back and getting up. Give him 20 years, because I know I won't be there. We're roughly the same age. I won't be there in 20 years. There's no fucking way I will be fucking doing anything close to what he's doing now in 20 years. I'll be in a fucking recliner somewhere, asking some cute nurse at a hospital to fucking feed me more Jell-O. At any rate, I'm just fucking rambling now. So I wanted to show off the Super Glide, man. She looks absolutely dope with the Cruzy Originals air cleaner. And these bags are kind of growing on me. They're semi-hard bags, but they're leather too. I got a Screaming Eagle pipes on there. I got the Screaming Eagle Kit air cleaner with the Cruzy Originals on top. It's a blonde block on top of an 88 cube. It's a good old strong 88. It's just a 1450, so it's 88 cubic inch, the 1450 cc. It's just a bad bike. It's a fucking bad Dyna. It just needs just a little bit done to her. Front forks, new fender, motor mounts front and rear. That's pretty much every Dyna that's fucking 20 years old, man. So I don't know. It is what it is. My boy is just, he's flat out licking his paws over there. So if he's, pretty much calling it, I'm pretty much going to call it. So I just want to thank you for joining us as long as you did. Whoever bounced in, bounced out, I appreciate the fuck out of you. I can't go too close to my workbench because when I do, I fucking zilch out. But yeah, this kid's just absolutely chewing his paws. I don't know, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, I think it's time to call it, man. I wanted to just do a quick reveal of the bike and all the cool shit I got going on. Yes, I kicked the horn to the front side just because I didn't like how it looked. I actually moved it out of the way for the new fuel line. This is actually braided and then coated. So it's braided on the inside. You probably can't see, but through there, it's a Goodrich. And then where it connects is just like a quick connect in there to my EFI. I changed this guy recently from forward controls to mids because I fucking hate forward controls. You just have no control over the bike. Very first day I got it, which I think was August 1st, I threw that fairing on it, which is a Harley quarter fairing. If you have any questions, you can absolutely feel free to drop a question. Pretty sure I have comments set up and open right now. I don't know why this is not lit up. Wow. I don't know what's going on, man. So, yeah. We're on for an hour. We need that much. Fucking 10 o'clock at night. If I just kicked anybody out, man, I apologize. That was absolutely not my doing. It was not my, what I wanted to do. I just wanted to show my bike off real quick, man. And, just want to show something really cool with Kruesioriginals. If you buy a couple t-shirts and a slap pack, you will be more than happy to get one of these as a promo, which I just thought was really cool. So I use this as my bike keychain. It says, ride hard to go limp. I thought that was fucking dope. But yep, that is my Harley. Which I thought this was weird because the last Harley I had a regular key. I didn't have a cylindrical key. This reminds me of some weird block or something, but I thought that was cool. Ride hard to go limp. Kruesioriginals. These guys are just fucking next level on every level. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go in. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. I might be, chewing my cud and mumbling a little from, I have had a couple. And I've also been up way past my bedtime. So, yes, this went from forwards to mids. She's clean. She's an 88. So she's a twin cam. She's just a fucking gorgeous bike. This bike came a 6-speed, which hopefully that's pulling up, and also fuel injected. So that's why I wanted this bike more than anything, and the fact that she was just clean with fucking 9,000 miles, man. So with that being said, I'm out of here. You guys have a fantastic night. Fuck you. 357 beats 911. This Dilligaffkin. I'm out of here. This is Dirty Dyna, Beantown Bushcraft. And you guys have an absolute outstanding night. Because I'm going to do the same. Oh, free Rainman. Absolutely free Rainman. That's one of the bigger things that I like to push on my channel is just go look them up. freedomreigns.com. If you don't know, that's fine. But go look up freedomreigns.com and it will explain what Free Rainman's all about. I want to bring knowledge to the people, man. Not just the people of Massachusetts, people of the world. Because if he can get fucked up like that, you can absolutely get fucked up like that. So go check out Freedom Reigns and Free Rainman. He's a Salem guy that's a super good dude, and he got really twisted in the wheels of justice that's not fucking justice. So you're getting hemmed up for some really fucked up shit. So go check out freedomreigns.com REIGNS, and Free Rainman. It's on every hashtag from here to Facebook, Insta, YouTube, everywhere, man. Just Free Rainman and Freedom Reigns. With that being said, I'm out of here. My boy's getting ready to crash. Look at that big stretchy. He knows what time it is. It's only 10 p.m., but for fuck's sake, man. We've been doing this since 4:30 this morning. We fucking on. You guys have an absolute stellar night. With that being said, Slancha, Slangafol. We're out of here. Huh, buddy boy? Yes, we're out of here. Be good. Tell somebody you love them.